Junko. The game's over.
Over? Did you really think the story would end once we reached the climax of the case?
No, because we didn't finish it. We'd be at the climax of the case.
Wrong! There's still plenty more to go!
Nope, we're at the climax. Oh my god. Oh god. It's Junko.
We have been waiting so very long for peasants like you to appear. If you swear your fealty to us, we will reward you with half of the entire world. We've even drawn up the deed already. We will grant you honor, status, in some of our home cooking. Have you made your choice? Will you serve under us?
No way.
Oh, did you think I was being serious?
What the heck?
Sorry, I was just messing with you. It's been so long since I've had an audience. Even I'm not sure what kind of role I'm supposed to play.
What is going on? This is a master. Yeah, is that Junko? The real Junko.
Anyway, looks like I've finally been set free. Having to play Monokuma all the time, day after day. It was like I was stuck in purgatory. Or like a slow suicide. I get bored so easy, you know?
Your face.
Huh? What about my face? What's wrong with my beautiful face? People have told me I'm cuter than 100 chihuahuas combined.
Yeah, not with the kind of face you're making right now.
I feel like this isn't the first time I've seen you.
I've seen her somewhere too. Alright, because she's a... Headmaster's room?
Shoot!
Shit. Oh, before I got to the school. So he already said the answer in his thoughts.
It was before I ever came to this school. I remember seeing a magazine cover. And you were on it.
Wow, you have a pretty good memory. I guess that's why you've made it this far, huh?
So I was right. Then what you told me in the main hall when this all began...
I've seen her tons on magazine covers, but I feel like that doesn't quite match up to reality. Huh? Oh, are you talking about my cover photos and junk? Oh, well, of course. Those are totally photoshopped. Yeah, you know, edited to hell and back with, like, computers and junk. Oh, so they aren't real.
Sometimes a little lie is necessary to keep things moving along. Wouldn't you agree?
That explains why she didn't quite seem the same. Because she was a different person all along.
I'm me. And Mukuro is Mukuro.
That's true.
She tried her best. But there's just no way she could have passed as the ultimate fashionista. Two people can never become one as long as the walls of mind and body exist. Not even if they're twins.
What?
Twins?
I know, it's such a cliche, right? I'm almost embarrassed to admit it.
They're twins.
So basically, Mukuro and I had your stereotypical twin relationship. The older sister, tough and proud. That was Mukuro. The younger sister, smart and cute. That was...
Me! Junko fucking Enoshima! And together, we were the Despair Sisters, aka the Ultimate Despair!
Whoa! She's a totally different person now!
I'm
Like
so
I
confused.
said,
What's
I
she
get
supposed
bored
to
easy
be?
as hell! I even get fucking bored with myself! But if you're twins, why do you have different last names?
Yeah.
Oh, that again? You have any idea how many times people ask me that shit? Maybe it's new to your dumb ass, but it bores me to tears. Answering the same questions over and over.
But you should
Just
answer
make
it.
up whatever answer you want. I don't give a shit. The truth's fucking lame anyway.
But
Why?
if she was your twin, that means...
And for reasons deeper and darker than the ocean. Ha! As if.
Well, I suppose I'd better explain.
Wait, what's
For my
going
plan
on?
to work, someone had to be able to control the killing game from behind the scenes. The so-called mastermind had to operate Monokuma, keep an eye on everyone, things like that. But after looking at the situation, I determined it would be impossible for Mukuro to perform such duties. Because naturally, she turned out to be the letdown of the family, leaving me
Wow.
behind to run off and join some band of mercenaries. Such a disappointment. So, I decided to play the role of director and have her join the rest of you in your school life. I could have let her work alongside me, but she would have been useless to me that way.
Wow.
Besides, 15 students seemed like a solid number to start with. Of course, the fact that she was the ultimate soldier posed something of a problem. She had what I call the 3 atrocities. Atrociously rank, atrociously filthy, atrociously repulsive.
She must really hate
It
her
was
sister.
atrociously clear just how out of touch she was with the rest of society.
Guess so?
Meanwhile, my ultimate fashionista status has an undeniable appeal that I didn't want to go to waste.
And that's why you switched identities?
Sadly, her inability to match my personality was even greater than I'd calculated. It was a lost cause. She was nothing more than a bit player, an extra unworthy of lines.
Oh my
Being
gosh.
the utter disappointment that she was, anyone would have expected her to get killed off right away, which is precisely why I killed her. To meet everyone's expectations.
Wow.
That can't be your only reason, can it?
Well, no, of course not. I also did it to avoid becoming bored.
Oh shit.
I've never been a stickler for following a plan to the letter, you know? If I planned everything out and knew just what was gonna happen, that'd be so boring.
Her hair even changed styles.
I
She must
changed
get
things just
bored
a
with her
bit and
drawing.
decided to use Mukuro to make a little point.
In other words, Mukuro's death was a one-sided, premeditated act of betrayal.
Wow.
Just as I suspected. When Mukuro was killed, she must have been as surprised as anybody else.
What? Huh? This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
So, you figured it out? Well, you're right. There's no way Mukuro could have pulled off such a convincing performance. But she did
Wow.
teach you all a very valuable lesson, don't...
How
Yeah,
can you
listen to
talk
the
like
rules.
that? You sacrificed your own sister. How does that not even bother you?
What?
Yeah.
I sacrificed her? That's what's got you so hot under the collar?
I just noticed her ties.
Misunderstandings
Colorful.
sure are scary. We were the ultimate despair, you know?
Oh.
So we never had any kind of hope or expectation.
Man, their life must have sucked before going to school.
I felt despair as long as I can remember. Like I never should have been born at all. When I was born, I cried tears of total despair. So that's
Wow.
why for us, it's not a big deal whether we die or kill. We're just those kinds of people. We can do anything. We've always been filled
Whoa.
with despair. So when we do something, we go all the way and live without regret. So you just murdered your own sister and didn't think anything of it?
I kind of wonder what Junko's life
That's
is
not
like.
true at all. We were twins. How could I not be sad?
What the heck?
That's why it gets me so excited.
She's got mushrooms on her head too.
Killing my precious sister with my own 2 hands. That act is filled with so much despair. You can't help but put a super in front of it. It's like super, 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 super despair. No, more than that. Super, 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 super despair. It just feels so good.
I don't think that's despair.
What the
You're
hell
feeling-
is wrong with you?
It's not despair. Despair
And
is
my
not.
sister too.
No.
In that moment of death, I think she must have felt that despair. After all, to be murdered by your own sister, and only as an example to someone else, she must have died feeling such excruciating hopelessness. I'm so jealous of her. Super jealous.
I knew you couldn't be just some ordinary person. You're some kind of abnormality.
Yep.
Turning your own despair into some kind of fetish. Abnormality doesn't even begin to describe it.
Like, Genocide Jill is crazy for sure, but this is a whole nother level of nuts.
You're saying I don't compare to some lowly beast that can only kill the weak, right?
Hey.
So I'm hopelessly attractive, hopelessly brilliant, hopelessly athletic.
No one's saying
I'm
that.
the hopelessly perfect ultimate human.
No.
I don't think there's anything perfect about anything you just said.
Yeah, Master's way more perfect. Because on top of everything else, he's got that noble blood.
Huh? Don't you mean had that noble blood?
What did you just say? What do you mean by that?
What's going on?
You still haven't figured that part out yet? Man, you guys are so slow! You haven't even solved all the mysteries, and yet here you are, yapping away!
Are you talking about our memories?
You've already solved this mystery, right? I'm the killer! So how about the next one? Maybe you should solve the riddle of your missing memories. Then you can start gloating!
Damn straight! That's exactly what we're going to do.
Yeah.
We're going to solve all these mysteries.
Okay, I might have to do this a bit faster.
We'll have our victory!
I can't wait!
Alright, then let's just get straight to the point. What memories did you steal from us?
I might have to click a bit faster. Because
When the group
it's
pictures
really-
were taken, and those interviews, it must mean I got it. It must have something to do with our entrance day exams.
No fair! At least give us a hint!
Your brains are like sponges, all drippy and leaky. I already gave you a hint before. All the
did?
memories you lost share something in common with a few other things. Do you recall?
CD. Group photos. Oh, isn't it the
I
motive?
got it!
We already talked about it. It's the
You're
motive.
talking about the motives you provided to
CD
try and
did
get us
it.
to kill
The
each other,
ability.
right?
So you do remember after all. Well, I would hope you wouldn't forget something so important. It was stupid of me to even ask. I apologize from the bottom of my heart for my bad manners.
What is the other evidence?
So then-
Photos?
Let me ask you another question. Did you notice that each motive I presented you had a specific theme to it?
Theme?
Yep, you got it. So that's my question to you all. When Sayaka was murdered, what was the theme of the motive I presented?
Belonging, right? On what is your family? Human connections.
I got it!
Family, friends.
The driving force behind the motive you presented us with at that point was human connections.
That's a pretty big
Ding,
motive.
ding, ding. You got it. Remember those DVDs I gave you guys? Each video showed the total destruction of your most important relationship. For example, your family. For example, your friends. I ruined all those relationships and showed you the result.
Wow, what a
It
dickhead.
was to motivate your desire to escape and kickstart your urge to kill. But still, what a cruel thing to do.
You're the one that did it!
Yes, well, I'm perfectly happy to accept your disapproval.
Okay! Time for the next question! So, what was the theme for the second motive?
What was the second motive? That's when we got those weird envelopes from Monokuma. Oh, it's the past.
I got it! It was our past, right?
Yay! Makoto got it right again! That time, the theme was...
There was those things.
embarrassing memories and secrets! And the whole reason Mondo did what he did was to protect his secret.
So,
I don't
how
even
long
know
do you
why that
plan
would
on
be bad.
dragging this out?
Relax, relax. Okay, on to the next question. So, what was the motive for the third murder?
The theme for the third murder was... Oh, Celeste's murder is the money, right?
I
Greed.
got it!
It was money.
It was money, wasn't it? Greed.
Seek and destroy! Hell yeah, you got it again!
Man, she's crazy.
Goddamn straight it was money! Celeste killed Hifumi and Taka for a little personal gain.
Can't believe she killed
Her
two
greed
people.
led to all kinds of death and destruction.
What's the point of all this? Why are you making us go through this case by case?
Don't worry, sweet cheeks. Just one more to go. Now, can you tell me the motive behind crazy-ass Sakura's crazy-ass death?
What was it that made Sakura decide to kill herself? It was the theme was betrayal.
I got it!
Like the whole theme of that
In
murder.
her case, it was betrayal.
Precisely. You see, once I revealed Sakura's betrayal, that led to everything that came afterwards.
So sad about Sakura.
Anyway, it looks like you answered all of my questions correctly. How painfully delightful.
But what's the point? What meaning is there in asking those questions now?
Yeah, what is it mean?
Relationships? Secrets? Money? Betrayal? These are all pretty standard motives, right? The most normal of normal. Totally middle of the road.
I guess so.
But of course, those aren't the only motives that exist in this world. In fact, there are as many reasons to kill as there are people on Earth.
Are you gonna make us go through all those kind of
They
motives?
compel humans to kill each other, bringing despair to the world. This is what we refer to as the seed of despair.
Seed of despair?
Just as water, air, and food promote growth in living things, the seed of despair also needs nourishment. And that nourishment is hope. Despair can grow only in the presence of hope.
What?
Two sides of the same coin, divided by a razor-thin line. Such is hope and despair.
So,
How
but
much
you want us to
longer
only,
is this stupid speech of yours?
You only want us to feel despair,
Weren't
though.
we discussing our missing memories? Why are you trying to change the subject?
If you would listen, you would see I'm not changing the subject. We are discussing your memories. What I'm trying to say is, the seed of despair is closely tied to your own memories.
It is?
How so?
You see, by taking away your memories, I gave you hope.
What?
Of course, that hope merely existed to be consumed by despair.
How could taking away someone's memories give them hope?
What?
And plus, you haven't given us any hope anyway!
Yeah, you made us feel a lot of
Is
stuff.
that so? All you've been able to think about during your time here is how to escape, right? The
Yeah.
mere fact that that's what you want proves I gave you hope.
What are you talking about?
That makes no
If
sense.
none of you wanted to escape this school, the killings never would have taken place.
Maybe?
That is why we took your memories, so that you would have the desire to leave.
So are you saying that our memories have something that would want us
The
to
only
stay
reason
in
we
school?
want to leave is because you took our memories. Is that what you're saying?
Correctamundo!
Which means if we did have our memories, then we wouldn't want to leave. Do I understand that right?
What? Why the hell would having our memories make us not want to leave?
Must be something bad.
A most troubling thought, isn't it? But it's not enough. I want more distress, more despair. I put so much effort into creating hope in order to feed your despair and make it grow. So, just like Crazy Yeti slashing his prices and passing the savings on to you, let me give you a hint.
Who's crazy, Ed?
Really?
Then hurry up and tell us.
Okie dokie. Like they say, seeing is believing. I'd
Okay.
like for you to see the outside world.
We're gonna go outside?
You
Outside
mean
world?
the world beyond the school walls?
So something really did happen out there.
Now are you interested in what I have to say? You wanna see what's out there? Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. I wanna see too. See your faces sink into despair.
Why would it be into
then,
despair?
Open sesame! Behold, the world beyond the school walls!
It won't be that bad,
The
right?
outside world you've all been so anxious to claw your way back into.
What is it? What the heck is what the heck? Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? Monokuma is like everywhere.
Dangerous. The world has grown so very dangerous. That's what this means.
What are you talking about? None of this makes any sense!
What am I looking at?
This is a scene from a movie or something, right?
What you just saw, all of you should recognize it.
What? We should? This whole
That
thing is
world
insane.
is locked away within the memories that were taken from you. If you can't remember, please just try. Do your best to try and recall.
Better kick your brain in the ass, because it's up to that gray lump whether you live or die. I don't remember ain't a fucking excuse no more, because now it's time for the final class trial!
Oh my god, what? Shit. Oh my god. Genocide Jack's memory. I should use that bullet. I've
Come
never
on,
seen
bitches.
that one yet.
Remember or die! What the fuck happened outside?
You want us to remember or whatever, but when it comes to that crazy confusing video you showed us, I don't understand a damn thing!
What's the meaning of the footage we saw?
Yeah.
Is this another one of your practical jokes?
I mean, you're telling us to remember, but what am I supposed to be remembering?
Nobody can remember anything.
No. Genocide Jack. Oh wait, no.
No,
Genocide
it's
Jack,
wrong.
that's a separate memory thing. But that see, it's about the protection thing. That was one of the pros of
Actually,
having like
She
separate
might
memories.
remember.
Who might remember?
The other Toko. Genocide Jack.
What?
The two of them share certain kinds of knowledge. But their memories aren't linked, right?
Yeah.
I see. If their memories are separate, then even if one personality's forgotten, there's a chance the other may still have
Yeah.
those memories.
What do you say, Toko?
Are you telling me to swap places with her? No! Absolutely not! That'd be like forfeiting my entire identity!
Toko, you're the only one we can rely on now.
Da-da-da-da! It's me, your friendly neighborhood serial killer! Boy, she just gave in like it was nothing.
Yeah, well, the love is
I'm
strong.
going to ask you a question, and I want to have it answered immediately. Do you know anything about this video?
Huh? What video?
The video that's playing right now.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, I'm the mastermind.
Oh, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
That's enough! Just look at the stupid screen!
Their relationship is so
Aye,
cute.
Roger, you got it, Captain.
Look at that Monokuma. What is going on with that video? It's kind of creepy, like especially the one with the people just
Well,
smashing things.
Does it look familiar?
I don't have all the details, but of course it does.
Then you remember all the stuff it's showing?
Of course I do.
So you didn't lose your memory after all.
Then why didn't you say something earlier? I only answer questions when someone bothers to ask me. I'm the quiet type, you know. Oh my
God.
She's the worst liar in the world.
More importantly, if you really do remember,
I don't know if she was lying
what
about
is it?
that.
Huh? What's the matter, Master? Do you really not remember the tragedy?
The tragedy?
Oh no! You seriously forgot? Maybe I can help you remember with a kiss.
Oh, so she actually does
Just
remember.
answer the question. What happened out there?
Well, I can't really say if it happened or if it's still happening, but it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history.
Why is that phrase coming up now?
Because it's all because of that event. What is? Are you serious? I'm talking about the way the world is now.
Is... now?
The world's been destroyed, get it?
Destroyed?
Explain yourself. Tell us everything you know.
Copy that, darling. Okay,
What?
so this big, awful, tragic event, they started just calling it the tragedy, happened about a year ago. It was so big and so bad that even this murderous fiend went pale at the sight of it.
Oh my god.
I guess you could say what happened was man-made. But it was more on the level of a worldwide natural disaster!
Oh my
Either
god.
way, there's no doubt that it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history!
That's
and as
crazy.
a result, in basically no time flat! The world turned out the way it did, and that's that.
That's
What
all there is
happened?
to it? Come on! There wasn't a single concrete description in
Yeah.
there!
That mean, like, that was like super
Well, it
big.
just so happens I don't know any of the specifics. Miss Morose saw it all play out in real time, so why don't you ask her?
Morose?
We already did, and she didn't know anything. That's why we're asking you.
Ah! I couldn't live up to Master's expectations! To die! To die! This is a true tragedy!
Okay, that's enough of your little lover's quarrel. Whatever happened, it doesn't matter at this exact point in time, right? The end justifies the means. Everything serves the outcome. In other
So
words,
what really happened?
the
What
world has
was
ended.
going on?
That's the important thing.
How can the world just end? It's the world!
Yeah, the world moves
Calm
on.
down. It's okay. There's no need to panic. Every living person will be dead in 100 years anyway. So the world ending isn't that big a deal.
Oh, come on. Now you're just being ridiculous.
Well, as long as we're being ridiculous. I have another ridiculous story to tell you. It's the story of the Togami Corporation, which has given Byakuya's life all its meaning.
What? What did you say?
Oh
I'm
shit.
glad to see you took the bait. You bit into it like a middle-aged secretary at an all-you-can-eat cake buffet.
Hey! So, what do you think happened to the Togami family?
Wow.
Well done, peasant.
But I didn't say anything yet.
I just got so fucking bored waiting, I couldn't help it.
Well, there's
Even if
only
you're
one
wrong,
choice.
eventually you'll figure it out, right? Till then, you're just going in circles.
So, no matter what you pick, you get the right answer. Pretty innovative, don't you think?
Wow.
But do you think it might be a disease? Getting bored so easy, I'm
I'm gonna skip any
like I
irrelevant
was saying,
talks.
Byakuya's
Yes.
entire lineage has been totally annihilated.
Wow.
What? What the hell are you talking about?
I can confirm that his entire family has died. Even the distant relatives. The Togami name has perished.
Holy shit.
Stop with these idiotic jokes!
Stop! And said with such authority. A peasant would You must learn your place, peasant. You are no longer the ultimate affluent progeny.
They couldn't possibly be gone! The Togami family is destined to guide the world!
Hell, there is no world anymore, remember? It got fucked a full year ago.
Oh my god.
Hold on. That doesn't make any sense.
Huh? I don't make sense.
There's no way that happened a year ago. I mean, we only came to this school a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
If some kind of world-ending event happened a year ago, then how do you explain the totally normal world we were living in up till then?
What about that? That's a good question.
Have you considered the possibility that you're mistaken about?
Mistaken?
Well, if I'm understanding you right, it sounds like you think the tragedy happened a year before you arrived here.
Well, yeah. I mean, like he said, we just got here a few weeks ago.
A few weeks ago?
Wasn't it?
Ooh, I get it. You're saying that what happened 2 years ago actually happened more recently, right?
Huh? 2 years ago?
Well, I mean, you guys all started attending Hope's Peak Academy
What?
2 years ago.
2 years ago. What? What the hell does that mean?
What the hell is this chick trying to say?
I understand why you'd have trouble accepting it, but in the end, you can't deny the truth. And the truth is, everything is cause and effect. Deny that, and you may as well give yourself up to God.
What?
So, you must surely understand all the hints I've given you so far, right? What are the memories I took from you?
Come now, answer us. Answer with all your heart and soul.
You took our memories from when we were in
are we
school.
supposed to answer?
If she's right about saying the tragedy
I
happened
just
2 years
don't know
ago,
what's going on
and
anymore.
we attended the school at the start of 2 years ago, then it's when we were at school. The rest of us only remember getting here within the last few weeks or so. So the memory she took from us is our life at Hope's
I
Peak.
got it. If we accept that what you say is true, then we've all lost our memories of the last 2 years after coming to this school.
Nope. Nope. No. Nope. No. I mean, no matter what anyone says,
Another correct answer. Well done, peasant.
Seriously? This routine
God,
again?
whenever she compliments me, I just have to be so happy about
You've
it.
lost 2 years worth of memories?
That's right. You've already spent 2 full years here at Hope's Peak Academy. And that entire period of time is precisely what you've forgotten.
That's still creepy, but I can't help but smile at the
I
compliment.
don't remember the last 2 years of my life? That's not possible!
I want to think that too. I don't want to believe it. But that's nothing but our desires. But if it's the truth, then we have to accept it. Wait, what are we doing in this argument? What's the argument? Are we trying to prove it? What am I trying to prove?
2 years worth of memories. I could never lose something like that.
We've been living here for 2 years?
Mm-hmm.
Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just surreal.
Plus, if 2 years have passed, how freaking old am I?
Oh yeah, because he's like the oldest.
Everyone's so conflicted.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be proving. I don't want to believe it, but I know there's evidence that reveals the time.
2 years worth of memories.
E-book,
never
locker
do
notebook.
something like that.
Locker notebook or locker
We've been
pocketbook?
living here for 2 years?
I think. Through photo.
Hell no!
Maybe?
That's impossible!
Here.
I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school events or anything! Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
This is all just...
Oh no!
How
I thought the
freaking
events
old
one was
am
old.
I?
But Yasuhiro said he didn't ever went to class, right?
Everyone's so
We found a notebook with his notebook. Because that's evidence, right? I mean, I was gonna use the group photos with the
Never lose
events.
something like
We've been living here for 2 years? Hell no! That's impossible! I mean, I haven't gone to any awesome school. Heck, I've never even gone to a single class!
No, you
No,
did.
that's
You
wrong.
have your notebook. But Yasuhiro, I was so creeped out
Hiro,
by that.
there's something I'd like you to take a look at. This notebook right here.
Huh? Hey, why's my name written on it?
I found it in the locker room on the 2nd floor. If you don't mind, could you take a look inside?
Sure, whatever you want. But I've never seen this notebook before in my life.
That's your stuff, though.
What's that? Is something wrong?
It's kinda similar. No, even more than that. This is absolutely my handwriting, without a doubt! But how is this? I don't remember ever writing in this thing! No! No way!
It looks like you actually did attend class here at Hope's Peak, but somehow, you forgot all about it.
Lies! It's all one big lie!
I don't want to believe it either. But there's also no explanation for this pocketbook.
And whose pocketbook is that?
It's mine. And the handwriting inside is also mine. There's no doubt about it. But just like Hiro, I have no memory of ever writing in it.
And the reason for that is the 2 years of missing memories?
After seeing all the evidence, do you have any choice but to acknowledge the truth?
So, we came here 2 years
Isn't
ago.
it just so desperately dark? The mystery's solved, but it's like a goddamn funeral in here!
So terrible.
Shit, man! I've never been to a funeral! Hell yes!
Because no one would invite you. You're a jerk. Took 2 years of my memories. That had
2
something
years
bad
of
in it.
school life. How many moments of blossoming youth have you missed out on? How many fun classes? How many school events? This was your chance to build lasting friendships, right? And on top of that, something tragically sad happened 1 year ago. The biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Right before everyone's eyes, the world came crashing down. You absorbed all that despair, but then you forgot it all. And once you'd forgotten, you made the choice to subject yourselves to this killing game. Oh, and there's one other thing. To be even more precise, the memories you all lost were...
Actually, never mind. I'm bored.
What?
Explaining stuff is boring.
What?
What you had to tell us?
We are bored of this world. Everyone always talks big,
Wait.
declaring all the great things they'll do. But then they always fizzle out. This world is just so desperately fucking boring!
What are you talking about?
What the
In
hell?
a way, I'm jealous of all of you. To give yourself over so completely to such stimulating despair.
Why don't you give in too?
Yeah, so figure out the rest for yourselves. I'm sick of expositioning all this shit.
Oh, I want you to
Figure
exposition.
out what?
Figure out where your memories come apart. That's at the heart of all of this.
Where our memories I don't even know. What? Is she talking about the memories where we must have lost our memory? Wait.
I got it!
Yeah, when we fainted, we lost our
When
memories.
I lost my memories. I can't think of any time other than that day.
Yeah, everything got fuzzy here. When we got into the
First
school.
came to the gates of this school and stepped foot in the main hall. When I passed out, I was overcome with a strange sensation.
Wow, you still have enough spirit to keep on talking, huh?
Because we have to talk about
So,
stuff.
I don't know much about the details, but it seems like everyone remembers passing out, right? And
Yeah.
your sense of time got all messed up because of the memory loss after that? I guess it must have been something like that.
After I passed out,
Yeah, it must
I
have been.
woke up in a classroom with my head on a desk. I assumed not much time had passed since I'd collapsed in the main hall.
But instead, 2 whole years had gone by.
The reason it felt so short was because
Oh,
our memories of the time in between
That's
had been
why.
completely removed.
oh, that's so
You
weird.
got it, honey. 2 years of memories? Poof, gone. Which means, of course,
When everyone met for the first time, it wasn't actually for the first time.
What? So we were all
Unaware of
classmates?
this fact, you took the time to introduce yourselves to each other. But
Wait,
But by
those
that
group
point,
photos were
we
real?
already spent 2 years together at the school.
Those photos were real.
That's what those photos reveal, isn't it?
Yep, that's what they reveal. You were all such close friends. You spent 2 years together.
Wow.
And then you started killing each other. And it was all so you could escape into a world that's already been annihilated. What a terribly tragic tale. Even if you left now, there's nothing you could do to fix it.
You're the one who set things up to be like this!
I
That's-
love you all so much.
How?
What?
Once
you
your
don't.
school life here began, I thought about you constantly.
You wanted to
It's
kill
only
yourself.
natural that I would fall in love.
So, since I love you guys so much, I'll tell you all about it. All about the idea we came up with as the ultimate despair. Our plan to bring despair to all mankind.
So the ultimate despair made the tragedy?
Let's go back in time 2 years, okay? Back to when everyone first came to this school.
What?
School life during that first year overflowed with hope and happiness.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it was just the worst.
Hey.
Everyone was enjoying themselves so much. You were all having the time of your lives.
Because friendship.
But that couldn't last forever, of course. The peacefulness only made it through that first year.
Uh-oh.
Because after that, an event unfolded that hammered a soul-crushing despair into all of humanity.
When Monokuma controlled the world monuments and the world.
The biggest, most awful,
Yeah, the tragedy.
all too soon, the world's days of...
Yes.
And as you
Came
can
to a
imagine,
bloody end.
the school was no exception. The tragedy even made its way here, leading to the extermination of most of the students.
Is that what the blood was for? It was the genocide of
Are
students?
What do you mean?
The most tragic event in human history. And the ultimate despair that caused it. I can't believe it's all because of just you and Mukuro.
No, they said it was a group. It was a group of people. It's like in the thing, it said it was a group of people.
Was it some kind of organization? An angry mob? An incredibly motivated family?
You have a point. If I had to describe it, I'd say it was none of those. How can I put it? It was more of an ideological thing.
A cult?
Despair is contagious, you know. It's almost like a natural phenomenon.
What?
Everyone is capable of it. And now the entire world has fallen into despair.
In other words, if you see despair as the enemy, then your enemy is the world itself.
I just don't understand why.
We didn't ask you to try to understand. This was a tangent anyway, unrelated to the matter at hand.
Okay. So Hope's
Okay,
Peak
back to
had
the
taken
story.
so much damage. You guys were the only survivors. The members of the 78th class of Hope's Peak Academy were the only ones left.
And there's only 16 students?
And then
It's not a lot.
something super neat happened. Now pay attention, because this is important, and I'm only... So guess
Just gonna
what?
say it once.
To protect everyone who had survived, Hope's Peak was transformed into a shelter. That's right. It was transformed into a shelter.
Why she said it twice?
Now, someone was responsible for that transformation, for creating what would eventually become your prison. Do any of you
What?
know who that might have been?
The headmaster? Prime Minister, he would have been dead.
Could only have been the headmaster of Hope's Peak Academy.
Yeah, because they said in his plan that he wanted to protect
He
us.
wanted to turn the school into a shelter to try and protect us. To protect us from the despair and tragedy taking place outside.
Yeah, because there was a video.
That's why he asked us to make that promise. To say that we were willing to live in this school forever.
We believe he had something like that in mind, yes. If you, the collective hope of a new generation, could survive, maybe the world could have a fresh start.
Yeah, the headmaster put that much faith in you.
That's
And
good.
because we had that same hope, that's why we all agreed to live here forever.
But
Yeah.
creating the shelter was also his single
Why?
biggest mistake.
Why would that be a mistake? Oh shit.
It's laughable, really. He was the headmaster, but he had no idea. He had no idea that we, the ultimate despair, had already made our way into the school.
That's terrifying.
So what was supposed to be a shelter to keep you safe became a cage that made it impossible for you to escape this.
Oh shit.
I have to say, it really helped me out a lot. It saved me a ton of time.
By the way, it was you yourselves who blocked off the windows, the doors, all the exits.
We
Under
did?
the headmaster's direction, you all went about your work like obedient little sheep.
You mean we trapped ourselves in here?
Oh shit.
And then you forgot all about it and started bitching about how you were trapped in here.
Once you'd finished building your little shelter, it was time for me and Mukuro to get to work. And thus began the killing game.
Me and Mukuro had come here, spending the last 2 years waiting for that moment.
Whoa, that's
That
scary.
moment where you all began killing each other served as the climax of our global despair plan.
And the only reason you survived the tragedy was so that you could be a part of it.
That is scary.
Only let us live? So we could go around killing each other? Is that what you're saying?
That is disgusting.
Why? Why would you do that?
Because this was so much more than a simple high school death match. Rather, it was a method to hunt down and destroy every last remaining speck of hope in the world.
Wow,
What
what
are
an
you saying?
asshole.
Well, it would seem that there's a little bit left out there. A few souls unwilling to give up hope. So I thought I should show them, which is why
Well, why don't you tell me?
Isn't that why you put it on the TV show? Isn't it? Hijack. It was hijack the airwaves.
Now I understand. You're
Hijack
talking about
airwaves.
you hijacking the airwaves, aren't you?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what I'm talking about. To show the world the murders taking place at this school, which was meant to be a symbol of hope.
That was the whole point of the ultimate despair. When I said climax, that was what I was talking about. The world watched as you fell into despair and began to kill each other one after another. Despair is as contagious as any disease. Any hope left turns to despair.
And basically the people that they kill. And
Isn't the power of
we're
television
black
just
and
amazing?
fell into despair.
By the way, since we started broadcasting, a whole bunch of people have tried to come and rescue
What?
you.
When?
Are you serious?
When did this happen?
But utilizing the heavy weaponry I installed around the school grounds, I had no problem expelling them.
You expelled them?
I have to thank you all. They were a relentless bunch, refusing to give up on hope and trying to force their beliefs on the world. But in the end, I was able to give them the final despair. Death.
Oh my
So
god.
you just used us? To bring despair to everyone in the outside world?
So people were trying to save
sure,
us.
but I also gave you a second chance at life, right? So it's like, give and take.
So like, people weren't just watching us for pleasure. They were trying to save
Give and
us.
take? You're so full of shit!
Yeah.
There's a reason I chose you guys to survive when all the other students were dropping like flies. I mean, we built up 2 years of memories together. You were all my treasured classmates.
Sorry, that's a lie. I just figured you'd despair even more when you found out a friend had betrayed you.
And that's the
Wow.
truth. Which is what you wanted, right?
You're
So, does it make you feel utterly lost and hopeless? You solved the mystery, but despair at the truth, right?
Don't tell me. Did you seriously count on the possibility that we would solve your mystery?
And if we did, then what? Our final desire for creating this world of despair was so we could experience one last class trial. If you were bold enough to solve the mystery, only to discover that the truth was utterly hopeless, how would you react? What would you do?
See? Discovering the truth doesn't necessarily lead to a sense of hope.
Truth can be full of despair, too. Like right fucking now.
You already told us, Kyoko, that even the truth might be bleak, but we have to move on, right? You told us that before the trial.
Not to
I remember
mention,
that because
all those motives
I feel like that
talked
had a
about
meaning.
were totally meaningless. I mean, with the world having ended and all, meaningless?
that's true.
Then we
Then we
have
killed for
been
nothing.
murdering each other for nothing?
Because we basically believed, but
And
it
think
wouldn't have
about
mattered.
it.
Wouldn't have
You
mattered.
chose to lock yourselves up here, then started murdering each other to get out.
We weren't just random strangers either. We were classmates.
Yeah, we spent 2 years together.
No, even I can't laugh at that.
No, this is serious.
Get
You
it.
can't laugh at it.
You're totally awesome, right? So help us! I'll do it!
A peasant begging for his life? Oh,
I'm
how
gonna try to
delightful.
skip a little bit
We've
of
never
the
witnessed
stuff.
such a travesty firsthand.
But I'm sorry to say, all I want is despair.
But
and
I'm
there's
able to read it
no
fast, so
reason
I'm sorry
for
if I'm
it.
skipping like really
And
fast.
since there's
But
no
I'm reading
reason,
it,
there's
so
no
I'll say a little
argument
bit of the
against it.
sentences.
There's just no understanding
Like
it.
key sentences.
No argument, no understanding. What better definition of ultimate despair could there be?
Wait, hold on. You've just been going on about whatever you feel like, but there's no real reason for us to believe anything you have to say.
That's a good point. Oh.
Huh?
You
Oh.
say the world's fallen apart, but I haven't seen it for myself, so I don't acknowledge it. I don't accept it as the truth.
Until you see it with your own eyes. Truth and falsehood overlap one another. In other words, you're not unlike Schrodinger's cat right now. If so, what then?
Are you saying you won't accept the truth? Well, you better not. You go out into that world and you're all gunners for sure. Trust me, I'm not lying about any of this.
Well, even if it's all true, I refuse to give in. I refuse to lose
Oh
to
yeah,
you.
you would not trust a
For
murderer.
the sake of
Someone that
everyone
did
you've
this to
killed.
you. I don't think it's a good idea to trust them.
Everyone I've killed? What are you talking about? You're the ones who killed them.
You're the one that made
I
us
didn't
do it.
kill anyone. I simply gave you a little nudge in the right...
And that's all it took for you to start killing each other. You're nothing but bloodthirsty animals.
I think Celeste is the more bloodthirsty.
That's why
animal.
anyone was murdered here, peasant.
Say what you want about hope, but we're all creatures of instinct, right? Despair comes naturally.
Hell yes! No! This isn't just some game to us. It's murder.
That's not.
Plain and simple. You stole our memories. Invented reasons for us to do it. You pushed us all into a corner. It's all your fault.
You certainly have a talent for passing the buck, don't you? But we don't have much time left to keep up this banter.
Yeah, I don't have much
We
time
have
for
to draw
this.
things to a close soon.
What do you mean?
I'm talking about the vote, of course. You didn't
Oh
forget
my
about
God.
that little rule, did ya?
Well, I can't remember, but I thought we were gonna
And
keep
also,
going.
since this'll be the last vote, I decided to change the rules.
Oh God, what's the
What?
rules now?
You guys so full of hope, and me so full of despair. I've decided to have you vote which one will be punished. If even one of you votes to punish hope, well then, I'll consider that a win for me, and punish everyone on the side of hope.
Oh shit.
Even if it's just one person?
Oh, but don't worry, I won't be voting, of course.
Yeah, because that would be unfair. Because
Even
you would
if you
always vote
don't,
for
you
despair.
still got the upper hand in all this.
It's okay. Nobody would actually vote to kill themselves, right?
Yeah.
Oh, let me just mention one more thing. When I win, to punish you guys, you'll have to stay here till you grow old and die. No fighting, no killing. That's your punishment.
What?
You mean we just...
We'd have to just live here?
She's saying she'll let us live.
Yeah, but you'll be living here
If you're
forever.
not happy with that, then go ahead and punish me. And make your way to the outside world.
Enter a world fallen from grace, where only despair exists, where you'd likely be dead within a day.
How do you
What
know
are
if we're
you
gonna be
saying?
dead within a
So
day?
no matter what, we're doomed.
Wait a sec. I just got hit with an inspiration bomb. Dying of old age is boring as shit, right? The audience at home isn't gonna dig that at all. So, here's what'll happen. One of you will get to experience an instant, super impressive punishment.
Oh shit.
What?
Do you mean to say you'll execute one of us?
And I get to decide who's gonna have to suck it down.
Oh God.
Makoto, you're up.
Oh shit, why is it always me? First case, last case, this case.
Yeah, you've been acting up, causing all kinds of trouble. I hate you!
Hey, now that's strong
So
word.
let me make this clear. Everyone has two choices in front of them. If a single person votes for Hope to be punished, then only Makoto will receive a harsh punishment, and the rest of you will live here in peace.
If, on the other hand, you desire to see us punished, then you must all leave this place.
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible deaths in the outside world.
What I'm saying is, if you sacrifice Makoto, the rest of you will get to live out your lives.
Wow. But that's...
What? Has your resolve softened? Have you lost confidence? Are you afraid of being punished? Don't you have faith in your friends?
Well, I want to have faith, but throughout the story, everybody's been kind of a douchebag.
No, that's not it.
Gotta admit,
It's
everyone's
okay.
a douchebag, and it
You're
didn't look like we
right
were
to be
progressing
afraid.
in our friendships.
It would seem all of those around you have realized the futility of going against me.
Oh shit.
It's so beautiful. Your lovely faces, eroded by despair, have come together as one.
Besides, Yoko, you could never betray your father, could you?
What?
Wow.
I mean,
Bringing
the
that up.
headmaster's only wish was that all of you would survive, right? That's why he tried to trap you all here after all. The least you can do is try to honor your dead father's wishes.
Why would you bring that up?
Kyoko,
One person's despair is enough to seal your fate. Isn't that just the most hopeless outcome ever?
So, who do you think's gonna give in? Whose despair is gonna sign your death warrant?
no one. Nobody's gonna give in to despair.
Yeah.
We're not gonna lose to you.
So boring. Stubborn till the very end, huh? Well, that's fine. Then let's just hurry up and get it over with. It's time for the final vote. Everything will come to an end. Your stupid hope. And your stupid life.
The final vote. Ultimate confrontation. I have to make them remember. To live in despair. That's not really living at all. Okay. Okay. Locket, pocket, group photo. Photo of Kyoko and Headmaster.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I were to die, that would be the end of Hope's Peak Academy.
Look at her photo of happiness. Hope.
Shoot.
Oh, shit.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
If I
Okay,
were
let's
to
just
die,
go through this thing. Because I don't know what to
that would
use.
be the end of Hope's
There's
Peak
just so
Academy.
many bullets.
By the way, the air outside is totally polluted, you know. The only reason we're okay in here is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab. If
Okay,
I
we're gonna
die,
look at this.
the purifiers will screech to a halt. In other words, as soon as I die, the communal life you've all been living will come to an end.
Meh.
All
Okay.
of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside, where only death and despair are waiting.
No, we're gonna just look through this. Don't worry, guys.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No, we're going to win. Okay. There's no hope left in the world. When you sleep, it's on a bed of despair. What? The world is in despair. You're in despair. What? Everyone's gonna... Whoa, shit! Damage! Everyone's gonna be consumed by despair. You claim there's no hope, but if despair is contagious, then so is hope. My own hope. I'll use my own hope to plant seeds of hope.
We won't give up.
So do I make my own
As
hope?
long as there's hope,
I make
we'll
my
never
own
give up.
hope?
If I were to die,
Make my own bullet, and we're
That
going
would
to
be the
plant the
end
seeds,
of Hope's
literally
Peak
shooting
Academy.
everybody with words of hope. Holy shit, that worked!
All my fortune-telling senses are telling me not to leave this place. But to live means moving forward, right?
Yeah!
So even if it's hard, even if we're scared, we don't have any choice, do we?
Yep.
I want to keep on living. I want to open the next door. There must be something new waiting for me. So that's why, no matter what, I need to get out of here. The whole fortune-telling thing doesn't matter anymore. What matters is my own gut feelings.
Yeah.
We won't give up.
Okay, so we keep doing this, right?
As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
if I were to die,
You have
would
to
be the
plant
end of
everybody
Hope's Peak Academy.
with hope, like shooting them.
I've decided to have faith in myself.
I don't
the way,
recommend people to
the
be
air
shooting
outside
people
is
in real
totally
life
polluted, you know.
if they want to give someone hope.
The only reason we're
That's
okay
not good.
in here
Don't do that in real life.
is thanks to the air purifiers in the physics lab.
I mean, this game is taking it literally,
Don't lose
so
hope now.
don't do it.
I've been thinking about all this, and I was thinking, at a time like this, what would Sakura do? You only get stronger by taking adversity by the horns. Confront that thorny path with enthusiasm.
Yeah,
That sounds like something she'd say, right?
and you also live life with struggle.
I think that's definitely what she'd say. Which is why yeah! I've made up my mind!
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Okay, we're gonna keep
If I
going.
were to die, that would be the end.
I've decided.
By the way, the arrow, the only reason is thanks to the air. Say whatever you want. I've made my decision.
If I die,
The purifiers will, in other words, as soon the communal life you've all been. Meh.
It's okay.
Don't lose hope now.
It's okay. We're planting hope in you guys.
I don't care either way. I'm fine with whichever one is more interesting. Actually, I may not look like it, but I always hated school.
I thought
No matter how I
you
look,
already knew
still
that.
hate it.
I mean, you're a serial killer.
Oh, but no matter what, Master has to come along with us.
Oh yeah, Byakuya's coming with us for sure.
We won't give up. As long as there's hope, we'll never give up.
Yeah.
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Decide.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all I can keep on living as long as I have my master's love. All of you will have to leave. You'll have to go into the world outside.
Oh. It's okay,
Don't lose hope
Byakuya.
now.
You have to believe.
What's the matter? You're not actually trying to encourage me, are you? Ridiculous. It never even crossed my mind that I might give in to despair. But don't misunderstand me. I couldn't care in the slightest what happens to you.
Wow, thanks.
I just have to keep my word. I swore I would end the life of the mastermind. Besides, the Togami family isn't dead, because I'm still alive.
That's a good point.
So until I can restore the Togami family and bring it greater glory than it's ever known,
We won't give up.
Who do I have
As
left?
long as there's
Oh yeah,
hope,
Kyoko.
we'll never give up.
Maybe me too?
If I were to die, that would be the end.
Decide.
By the way, the only reason is thanks to the say whatever you want. If I die, in other words, the communal life you've all I can keep
It's
on
okay.
living. All of you will have to leave.
music is
You'll
being
have to go
happy.
into the world outside, where only death.
I already said I would claim the mastermind's life, by whatever means necessary.
So, what are you gonna do? Will you just die? Is that what you want?
No. We live.
Don't lose hope now.
We will live. Yes.
I didn't really know my father, so I can't pretend to know what he was thinking. But even if we're just connected by blood, there's one thing I am sure of. He would never want us to abandon Makoto and choose to stay here.
That's true.
I can't explain why exactly. But if I'm sure of anything, I'm sure of that. Just because we don't actually know anything. Does that mean we can't understand? Could
Yeah.
it be that... No, never mind. So, Makoto, I don't think you wound up at this school because you had good luck or bad luck. I think you came here for a different reason entirely.
Really?
You came here to bring down the ultimate despair. You came here to confront despair without ever giving up. And if that's true, I think we could call you the ultimate hope. What do you think?
What the hell are you?
Where? Ultimate hope. What? Really? Oh my gosh, really? Oh, I want to see this. It would appear that Makoto may have hidden within him the power to stand against the ultimate despair. This is so cheesy.
So uncool.
Yeah.
Your stupid faces, the stupid things you've said, the stupid way you all treat each other. It's all so uncool, so unhip.
Oh, who cares about that? We want to live.
Shut up! Lame, 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 lame!
Oh, we're gonna do truth bullet thing. I'm not any kind of elite. Hope isn't a talent you develop, but still. Okay, it's the last bullet. We gotta do this. This is gonna be hard.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You dare to stand against us?
Hope is a joke. Who are you? Your idiocy ends here. You're gross. Suffer from despair.
I just love despair.
Oh my god, these are crazy.
You suck. What do you want? So uncool.
You're unbearable.
We're gonna still get you.
Hope is a joke. Who are you?
Would you like to die?
Oh my
You're
god.
gross. Suffer from despair.
Everything is pointless!
Okay.
Despair
Ultimate-
into tomorrow.
Hope
No!
keeps on going.
Never! You know what? Ultimate hope.
I refuse to give up. I refuse to get bored. I refuse to throw it all away. I refuse to despair.
Yeah!
Because all I have going for me is the desire to keep moving forward.
Yeah!
Going on? What's happening?
Here. losing. Whoa. Wait, I still get coins?
It looks like we've reached the end. I think it may be time to vote.
We just gotta pull the lever, right?
Good. I'm ready to go.
Let's put an end to these trials. Put an end to the killing with our own hands.
Jinka! You dead.
The hell?
Indeed.
You've lost, Jinko.
I lost?
I lost? Me? No way.
Well, that's just...
It can't be. You still don't accept it? Even the ultimate despair herself is vulnerable to an onslaught of despair, it would seem.
What the heck?
But there's no use trying to fight it now.
Well, that's just... totally the best!
Huh?
So this is despair.
We came to this school 2 years ago, created our incredibly detailed plan. I even killed my own sister for it.
And now I...
To come this far and fell at the very end.
True despair.
It's the most ultimate despair. What are you talking about?
And now
I was so hopelessly desperate. I was bored of the world the moment I was born. That's why I've been looking forward to this so desperately. This once-in-a-lifetime experience. It is my first and last colossal despair. Here at the moment of death. To have the chance to taste of the highest great despair. The utter failure of my dreams.
True despair.
Ah, I am so hopelessly happy right now.
Huh?
What? Is she enjoying this?
Anyway.
You think I care whether I won or lost? Either way, it doesn't change a thing.
Totally the best.
Outside is only despair. Inside is only despair. No matter where you go, despair awaits you.
Not possible.
You're wrong.
Don't make me
Let me
repeat
tell you this right
myself.
now. We no longer fear it.
Okay.
Because we've decided to enter the outside world with hope. Yeah, Makoto totally seduced us over to his side. Everyone. He said that despair is as contagious as any disease.
However,
But the same is true of hope. All you have to do is look at us to see how true that is. Kyoko!
No.
Stop it. I hate those faces you're making.
There's one last thing.
If you guys want to get all hung up on the word hope, that's no skin off my nose. But just be warned. From this point on, one despair after another will stand in your way. No matter where you run, no matter where you hide. Maybe you'll find some hope. But there's a very fine line dividing that hope from bitter despair. Knowing that, you still plan to cling on to hope? Yeah,
It's fine.
that was a rhetorical question. You interrupted my monologue. I'm almost done though, so whatever. Because it's almost punishment
it
time.
can't be.
Wow, she does intend to go through it. It's not like I want you to die. You don't have to.
Stop it!
Oh, she's crazy.
How many times do I have to tell you?
The act of living brings me no hope at all. All I want now is to taste that despair of death that you only get once in a lifetime.
Don't get in my way.
Oh, she's crazy.
So this is how the despair of death feels. It's so wonderful. Even 1/10 of this despair, even 100th. I want every last soul on this planet to taste such despair. I want the entire world to die with that despair in its mouth. Okay, let's do this. I've reserved an extra special punishment for last. Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
I don't like her face. It's so creepy. Juko has been found guilty. What the heck is going on? The ultimate punishment. The 1,000 blows. The cage of death. The burning of the Versailles witch. Excavator destroyer. After school lesson. Emergency override. Huh? What's that? And that's how everything came to an end. The final class trial. Junko Enoshima, the ultimate despair. Life at Hope's Peak Academy. It was all over. But even after this thing was all over, it's not like the building exploded or collapsed in and itself. That wasn't the kind of ending waiting for us. Nothing changed. Well, with one exception. The air purifiers turned off. Just like Junko said. They shut off immediately. That was the only difference. Goodbye, Despair High School. We left the courtroom and made our way to the main hall. We stood in front of the door. Nobody made a sound. I felt almost absent-minded. This was our epilogue before the final ending. Yeah, you're right. We were stuck there in limbo, unmoving, unsure. But, in the end... They should have gotten supplies or something.
Hey.
We can't just stand around like this forever. At some point we need to leave. To nobody's surprise, it was Kyoko who broke the silence. Makoto, would you do the honors? Okay. As if awakened by Kyoko's words, I took out the object we'd gotten. Up until the moment of her death, it had belonged to Junko. In the end, she dropped it before us.
So,
Is that really it? Is that really the key to this door?
Indeed.
You don't have to read into it what she said too much to find the answer.
If, on the other hand...
I will force you out, ensuring you all die horrible...
In other words...
I will force you out, she said, just before dropping that. It makes sense that would be our way out of here.
But
you never know. Maybe it's actually a switch that's gonna make the school self-destruct. I mean, Junko never said specifically that she'd let us leave here alive. You may be right about that. Maybe.
Yes.
But even so, it's impossible to think we wouldn't take our chances with it. It's okay. Wait, where's the courtroom? Where's the mastermind? It's all over. We're just about to leave the school. What? Leave? We can go outside? No, good God, no.
That's enough.
Please stop. That would be greater horror than anything I've encountered so far.
Anyway,
don't worry. I have no doubt that we'll be able to leave here without a problem.
but...
It's okay. I believe in you guys.
for serious.
I hope so. Peaceful as we remember. It's where we're meant to live. It's okay, Hiro. You're with me. Unlike this school, the world is really big, right? Since it's so big, I'm sure there must be some despair no matter what. But there has to also be lots of hope.
In other words...
Yeah. We'll find it. We'll find the hope.
Am I wrong?
That's pretty much the gist of it. You know, Junko mentioned that there were still others out there who hadn't cast away hope just yet. Maybe I should find them and make them work for me. To rebuild the world, we must first rebuild the Togami dynasty.
You got it!
Hey.
If there are no more donut shops.
Okay.
Aw, so positive.
Hmm.
You gotta build one. Yeah. It's all about...
Could it be...
That's my hope.
How about that?
Aww, Hiro.
Woo!
Hey, personal space, buddy.
Makoto.
Come on, Makoto. Even the world is steeped in despair. Aww, as long as I have people like you around, I can face forward and keep moving. Okay, I guess this shipped Hiro with Hina, Kyoko and I, and Toko and Byakuya. No, we can probably do anything.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. But hey, if we gotta say goodbye, we may as well do it with a smile on our face.
Hey guys! You guys want your fortunes told anywhere, anytime. You just let me know. I'll be there.
You know how much I hate being annoyed. But if something does come up, you may as well let me know. I can't guarantee I'll actually bother listening, but, you know.
Aww.
I don't know why, but I have a burning desire to start writing. I might be able to pull it off. A story about Master and me, and the others, I guess.
I
Aww.
can't say I'm sorry about what happened, but still. It does feel kind of strange.
I really don't know what to say. I guess we graduated?
Wow. It looks like hope really is spreading. As long as I never give up. I have to push even harder. Yeah, you do. You have to push the button harder if you want it to work. I'm going to keep moving forward with hope in my heart. Since I have hope, I can show courage. Since I have hope, I can move ahead. The world can move ahead. Click. The door began to open with my hands, with our hands. Hope and despair mingled together, opening the door to the future. We get to see the world. What the hell is that shit? Oh my god, did we just get sliced or something? What the heck happened? What kind of ending was that? I'm gonna say the game was enjoyable. We got there to the end. Kinda had to skip the dialogue. I was able to read it, but I don't know if you guys were able to read it. But most of the stuff I skipped through like really quickly were not stuff that you didn't really have to look at. It was just like lines that weren't memorable or anything that really further exposition or anything. It was just meh, miscellaneous chatting. It was really good. I like the premise. It totally feels like a Persona slash Phoenix Wright like trial mechanics, or not mechanics, like a trial kind of concept with Persona kind of feel. You know what I mean? It's kind of like that. It was pretty scary. Not scary. It was pretty suspenseful. Like the people I thought that would be alive, the people I thought I could be friends with, like they died or were murderers. So and then they died. So I didn't really make really long friendships. Like I tried with Byakuya, but it was too late. Like I feel so sad for Taka and Mondo. And I didn't get to see much. Well, we saw much of Genocide Jack, but I didn't become real friends with her. I thought, not Celeste. Yeah, Celeste was like evil, but she wasn't that bad. She was like everybody else. Hiro was dumb as ever. Byakuya, I thought he was gonna be the last boss, but he wasn't. It was Junko. The game was pretty good. I'm going to say there's a bit of plot holes. I think one of the things I didn't like was, as we kept going through the story, it felt like our friendships, like people's perspective of me weren't so bad, but when like key parts of the plot came, it's like they forgot about any development and went back to being how they were originally. Like once the suspicion came over them, they were just like how they were in the beginning. Like if I was to say like a really good friend with them, and like with Byakuya and Hina, I was really good friends with them, and at the end I was being a suspect, they were like, yeah, he killed. It's like, wow guys, wow, thanks a lot. They're like easy to suspect me even though there was reason not to. Some of the trial parts that made me angry was how a lot of the stuff that seemed so easy and stuff that Makoto found out during investigation had to be regurgitated during the trial. And I understand that for like the earlier trials, because you know, you want to kind of get used to it, but then at the ending it was still the same. You know, the hardest part for me was like the hangman with, I remember this because it was the hardest part, with Toko, with her schizo. That was supposed to be multiple personality disorder, but they say schizophrenia, but like schizo for sure, was short. And and it was so hard for me because I kind of messed up. And the memory part was hard too, but that was more because with the memory part, when you're trying to shoot the contradicted statement, you have to use like a certain statement for it and hit this certain statement. Like you cannot do it the other way around. Whoa, Sakura's back, yo. Oh, that photo. That's crazy. Oh, that's cruel. Mondo with butter. That is one of the most gruesome deaths ever. Like, that's pretty crazy. What else was there? I would have liked to know a bit more of the characters. I didn't get that much. There was not a lot of free time. I wish there was more. You know? I tried as hard as I could to get everybody. Like, you know, I'm trying to get it like spread around. At least like with everybody I developed a friendship a little bit by one, but that was it. Well, aside from Junko, I didn't, or Mukuro, I didn't, because she died too early. Like, I couldn't do anything. Okay, credits is over. Overall, I give this game B- or B+ to A-. It has a lot of stuff to work with, but it had a great premise. I enjoyed it. It was fun and colorful. Just has to work a little bit on the serious and the detail. Ha! You did.
Interesting.
What the fuck?
Things are getting very interesting indeed. Like I said at the beginning, I'm not a teddy bear. I am Monokuma. And I am this school's headmaster.
Oh my god, that scared me so much. Holy fucking shit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.